Hi beauties! Today I'm going to be doing my go-to fall makeup look. I'm going to start out by priming my eyes with Revive's shadow base. This is my favorite shadow base right now. It does not crease on you at all and it lasts all day. It's by far the best shadow base I've used in a long time. Now I'm going to go in with Pebble and a big fluffy brush from Sigma. I'm going to go into my crease with this for a transition shade just to make sure that all of my shadows blend seamlessly. As you can see, I really buff this shadow back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, really blending this just for a seamless look. Next, I'm going to go in with Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek and a stiffer brush from Sigma. I will link all of the brushes I used in the description bar. I'm going to take this into my crease and just focus it deep into that crease. I'm not going to go above or below my crease. Just really buffing it back and forth in that crease. I know on the camera it looks pretty dark. It really isn't that dark in person. You just want to make sure you buff back and forth. I'm going to go back in with a big fluffy brush from Sigma, the E45 I believe, and I'm just going to buff just to make sure that there is no harsh lines. I'm going to do exactly the same thing on the other eye. Same thing, just blend it into your crease. Do not go above or below, just in the crease. And take your big fluffy brush and just blend back and forth for no harsh lines. I'm then going to go in with Bitten, also from Makeup Geek, with the same Sigma brush. I am going to blend this on my outer V, in the crease, not above, but definitely below, onto my lid. Again, making a V shape in my outer V, because this is where I want it to be the darkest. Remember, you still want to keep blending. No harsh lines. Harsh lines are not a good look, so just blend. I'm going to go back in, as you'll see in the next clip, I'm going to go back in with that E45 brush and just really blend out this. But right now I'm just building the color. There you go. There I am, blending out that line. Now I'm going to go in with Sandy Peach from Revive. I love this shadow. It's a polychromatic shadow, so it's very shimmery. Right now I'm just going in with a dry brush, just kind of putting it in the inner portion of my eye where I did not put any of the Bitten. So I just work it in there. Right now it's going to look a little harsh because I haven't blended out that line. Next, I'm going to dampen my brush with Max Fix Plus before dipping it into the Sandy Peach eyeshadow. I'm doing this to have more of an intense highlight on the inner corners of my eye, as you can see. First, I am just patting the shadow before rubbing it. I'm going to do the same on the other eye. After I let it dry for a few seconds, I'm going to go back in with my brush and kind of blend it in a rubbing motion. I'm doing this so that the eyeshadow doesn't just sit there and look cakey, it just looks more seamless. I'm then going to go back in with my E45 brush and just blend out my crease area, so if any of the shimmery shade got up there, we will get rid of it. I'm also going to go in with this matte shadow from the Lorac Mint palette and just put it in my brow bone. I'm next going to go in with the Jessie's Girl liquid liner. I did a slight wing today. The clip here is not here because it got deleted. And right here is when I also noticed that my brush tip was bent and I was really sad, as you can tell. I'm next just going to curl my eyelashes quick. As you can see, I'm very fast. I'm going to put some mascara on, a few coats. I'm using the Better Than Sex from Too Faced mascara. Love it. So that's it for the eyes. So right now we're going to move on to the face. I'm right now using the Retexturizing Face Primer from Revive. I love using a primer. I find that it really helps my base stay on better throughout the day. And this one has a little bit of a slip to it. I think an SPF of 15. I'm next going to use my Mineral Sheer Tint Demi Matte Foundation with a Sigma F80 Kabuki brush and just buff this all onto my face. I'm using a patting motion and then a rubbing motion. Usually if you pat your foundation into your skin, it goes in and looks more flawless. I also bring my foundation down my neck because you know that horrible line that people get if they don't blend it. Yeah, not cute. So blend. I have a really bad zit, as you can see. I'm using a stick concealer, which is very, very creamy, from Revive, and I am putting it just on my zit, blending it out a little bit. I have a few breaking out, and it's awful. I am then going to go in with my dual action concealer. I'm going to just put 3 little spots and blend it in with my finger. I find that blending it with my finger first before going with the brush really helps. I had some extra, so I like to put that on the corners of my nose and on my nose for a little highlight. I'm then going in with the Sigma, I believe it's the F86 Tapered Kabuki brush, blending out all of my concealer underneath my eye, and then going back in, patting it. Same thing on the opposite eye. Pat, 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 blend, 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 so you don't get any creasing. I find if you go back and forth like I am, instead of just in one direction, you're not going to get any creasing in fine lines. We all have fine lines. We all get creasing. Next, I'm going in with a flat liner brush with some more of that Bitten, just buffing it right close to my lash line. I'm going to do that on both sides. So that's Bitten from Makeup Geek. I clearly can't see. Don't worry about that looking harsh. It's going to look harsh right now. We're going to go back in with Cocoa Bear, and we are going to blend it out with a Sigma blending pencil brush, which is the E30. So I'm just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Really want to blend and blow out the bottom of this lash line. I like a really smoky lash line, so I use a lot of shadow and I really, really smoke it out. Blend, blend, blend. I'm then going to go in with a black gel liner in pencil form. Any kohl liner, black liner will do. I just put that on my waterline. And make weird faces. Pick up as I go. Pick up as I go. I want to pick up as I go, 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 go. I then did my brows with my Anastasia Brow Wiz in brunette. I deleted the clip because I was totally out of frame, so there you go. Next, I'm going to take some Mineral Veil from Bare Minerals and just kind of put that all over my face just to set my foundation. I'm then just going to set my under eye concealer with any powder. Translucent powder will work, any setting powder. To be honest, I'm using an eyeshadow. I never have a problem with that, and I just like how it looks, so that's what I'm doing. I'm then going to go in with a bronzer to start contouring. Oh, also, I guess I'll break out into dance and song. No big deal. So like I said, I'm going to go in with contouring. I'm using a bronzing powder from Revive. It's just in medium, and I'm taking my Morphe S19 brush. I had this in a favorites, I think 2 months ago, and I'm kind of just squeezing it so it's almost flat and just putting a very harsh line on my cheeks. Don't worry, we will blend. So I just tap out any excess and just continue just blending, blending, blending until that line has diminished and it is no longer harsh. I will then go on my hairline, making sure I really get in there, and on my chin. You never want to forget your chin. Then I'm going to go in with a Paula Dorf blush. I don't remember the name. I will link it in the description bar below. I am using a Revive blush brush, which I'm obsessed with. And I'm just kind of, making that little pouty face and just putting some blush on. I did later go back in to apply a darker blush because I didn't think that this was enough color in person. On camera, it looks a lot darker, but really in person, it was a little washed out. I always go back in with a stippling brush just to blend, 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 blend. I hate harsh lines. Then I'm going to go in with a Sigma tapered highlighter brush. It is the F35 with my Smashbox. I never know the name of this, if it's Soft Lights and Shimmer or if it's Shimmer in Soft Lights. It's just a highlighting powder. As you can see, I hit pan, so I obviously love it. I just put it on the high points of my cheeks and right near my brow bone. I'm also going to run it down the bridge of my nose and on my Cupid's bow, just to add a little bit of pop of highlight there. I am then going to go in with Revive's waterproof gel lip liner, in Plum Wine. I love this shade. You can do a matte, not a matte, you can do a nude lip with this look if you'd like. I'm just going all out. It's fall. I like deep plum lips, deep eyes. I like it all. So I'm just lining my lips. I will then fill in my lips just because I hate that lip liner look. As you can see, my face tells it all. So I just fill it in, and then I'm going to go in with one of Revive's liquid lipsticks. These are my obsession. They have been in my favorites video for the past, or my favorites for the past 2 months, maybe more. This one is called Uncorked. Obsessed with it. You can tell by the name, it's kind of like a wine. It's a little purpley, some red. It's so pretty. You do have to be careful with this though, because it is very creamy and it can get all over your face if you're not careful. So be careful. All right, guys, this is going to complete the look. Please subscribe to my channel for future videos. Leave me suggestions in the comments down below, and have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye.